Hello and welcome back to the Scrying Mirror. Today, rather tonight, I was going to do a review on the Zombie Tarot Oracle. Well, it says Oracle, but it's a tarot deck. It's the 78 card deck and guidebook set. And the reason why I was doing this, I'm going to start doing the Spooky October decks. So I'm going to do quite a few of normal ones, but then I'm going to throw in a few of the spooky ones as well. Or there may be one day that I do, like, for instance, Jane Austen tarot deck. I'm going to do that one. It's a gorgeous deck, by the way. It's beautiful, and I've been wanting to do that one. But I'm going to tell you about it. It says tarot deck. But if you read the fine print, it says 53 cards. And I will be doing a review on that to let you know about that. So make sure that you read the fine lines and all of that before you get something. If you do want a tarot instead of an oracle, just make sure that you do know how many it comes with and all of that. I just got so excited that I guess I didn't know what I was doing when I ordered it. Ordered it quite a while back, but I'm just not doing the review on it. And also I'll be doing some like on this Encore Tarot from Ciro Marchetti. It is a selection of images from various decks of his that were produced over the last 15 years, and he reworked it with a linear illustrative style. So this deck is beautiful. I love this deck. You'll see some like rips and stuff in this. Unfortunately, I had to move not too long ago, literally this month. And in the move, there were people that weren't careful with my things, and almost every one of my tarot decks are ruined, wet, soaked, or not readable, or they were supposed to be set up front, like in the back seat, and apparently they got set in the back of the outside of the vehicle instead in the rain. And like this deck, this one is the Tarot of the Vampires I was going to do, and this one is not as bad. This one's kind of salvageable. I could maybe try to like fix this one, but I have so many decks that mean a lot to me, and if you're a tarot deck collector, you know exactly how it feels or how it is when you're like, oh, I've had that deck for, like, the Haunted, is it Haunted Mansion or Haunted House by Los Scarabo. I love that deck, and it's one of my favorites, and that one got kind of messed up in it. And then the Tarot de la Nuit that I was going to do, the Tarot of the Night. This one only just got that on top of it, thank goodness. But you can tell the other part got ripped completely off. So I'm literally having to buy all of my decks over. I'm having to start from scratch pretty much, and it's I'm doing what I can with what I've got. And if you are a tarot deck collector or oracle deck and you love them as much as I do, you will understand the pain that I literally cried for quite a bit over it. But anyway, enough with that. I want this to be a good video, so I'm not going to get into that. But I will be going over several decks. And like I said, I'll be going over a lot of the spooky October vibes and gothic aesthetic ones. But let's get into it. It's the Zombie Tarot. Oh, and I was going to mention, I was so excited because there are only certain people that I watch on my videos and on my YouTube. I will watch Mystic Rob. You need to go check him out. And I think it's, if I say it wrong, I'm going to die. So I think I'll say it backwards is what I'm saying. So it is my last one that I did one yesterday, and I got a comment from Amethyst Ascension Tarot, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God. But the only thing she said was, it's a pretty deck. I love the backs. But I freaked out about it because I've watched her forever now, and she does so many good videos, and I love her, and I watch her stuff all the time, and so it made me super happy that she like wrote on there and noticed it. I'm nowhere near as good as they are, but I'm trying to catch up to it. I've been doing tarot for like 15 years or 20, 15 to 20 years, and so I've got the hang of it. And I have some of the cards now, but it's just kind of sad that you have to start over with some, and you literally are like, some of those decks were like super valuable that I can't afford to buy again. And there is this Madame Lydia Oracle deck, and I don't even think it's in anymore, and I literally cried over that one. That one got demolished. So anyway, let's get into it. We're already in so far along, and I'm sitting here blabbing. So this is the Zombie Tarot deck, and this is more of a fun zombie tarot. So you'll see once you get into it, like how the kind of the sense of humor of it. You notice that at the front of it, it's got that gypsy style lady from like, this is based in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And it says Mystical Prediction Oracle with card deck and instructions. And it says Insight and Ammunition for Surviving the Undead Uprising. And then if you turn it over here, it says, in the event of a zombie attack, get to a secure location. Open this box and consult the Zombie Tarot. This fully functional 78 card tarot deck offers valuable advice on life, love, family, friendship, automatic firearms, premature burials, cannibalistic children, and more. The enclosed instruction booklet shows how to interpret all 78 cards and provide helpful tips on giving a good reading. And then it's by STACEY Graham. She's the one that done. I think she's the one that did Haunted House, or I believe so. That one, or did she do the Halloween tarot deck? It's one of those. I know it's one of those, but I'll be doing one of those. But it says Zombie Tarot, a high caliber divination. So it's like when you open it up. So before I do that, though, I'm going to show you that it's going to be the wands are the bones, the swords are like the machetes, the cups are skulls, like right here, and then down here the hazards are the pinnacles. So you'll see a little bit more about it. But here it looks like an ammo box, and I love that. I thought it was so cool that no one has come up with something like that. So I thought, for use in surviving the undead uprising. So let's get started with the guidebook. The guidebook looks small, but it actually is a really good one. It actually is perfect. When you open it up, it does have like the, for beginning with it, it'll tell you what it's about. Remember when it all began with that spill of toxic sludge out on Route 195 or I-95, and those poor motorists complaining of headaches and blurry vision. And then there was the crazy homeless person, the one biting all those senior citizens on the subway, followed by a series of violent encounters at the local hospital. Police and firefighters arrived to lend a hand. Most ended up sacrificing a limb or worse. So it talks about everything about it, so I'm not going to read the entire thing, but it tells you about understanding the suits. So let me see if you can read this up a little bit closer. I don't know if that'll help or not. I don't know why that changed all of a sudden. But let's see if you can see it a little bit better. I don't know why that changed. And it says there's the cups, and it talks about the cups. They represent emotion and all that. Wands, swords, and hazards. And then they break down the numbers, like aces represent impulsive decisions, beginnings, and the twos. This is a really good one for beginners, actually. Threes, fours, and it goes all the way up, and tells these often, the pages, knights, queens, and kings. These often, which are the court cards, these often, though not always, represent a real person as opposed to a situation. So pages are usually kids, young kids, like really young kids, or all the way up to probably, I want to say like a teenager, and then the knights are like a little bit older than that, and then the queen and kings are like mother, father, or like grandparents, kind of. Then there's conducting a reading, and then you've got, why did this change all of a sudden? I want to know, because I've had a heck of a time getting this going, and I want to make for sure that you all don't have to go through this deck thing again with little dull. It was a dull one, is what it was. I was so sad. There's the beginner, the broken heart. It's got spreads in it, and then here's some more spreads, and then and it's got like this like brownish color to make it look older, but it is based from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, I think. So the moon, we'll show you that one. It'll tell you the number that it is, number 18, the moon, and it gives you like a few words to help you describe it, like deception, secrets, intuition. Gives you some of those, and then it gives you the entire description, which it does not give you a reverse in the situation, but I think because the cards are not reversed, if you can tell, the cards don't reverse, so I think that might be why they just didn't even put them on there. But there's some, I just said it in the last video, and I can't think of what I said. But the backs are so funny. Like, this is like, do you remember the coupons that you would cut out, like in your newspaper? It says, smell of death, all-purpose odor control, better and quicker, it masks all death smells, exposed brain, rotten teeth, dried blood. And then it talks about smell of death, odor eater or whatever. Suffering from walking death, use zombie gone. And it's like zombie gone, like some kind of something. And it's right away, get rid of these horrid dead spots. Have you begun the change? And it talks about that. And then here it's, for those not yet bitten, get the anti-undead vaccine available today. I would have so got that if I were in there. And then self-defense lessons. And then you go over here, it's the make sure that you're really dead this time, grenades, survival lessons. Sorry, I keep pressing this. And then bite-proof Under Armour for him and her. So it's giving you like clothes you can wear for bite-proof. And then, oh, that one's tearing apart. Go figure. All of my stuff's falling apart. Get your very own trained zombie, only at Dead Mart. Money back guarantee. Layaway plans available. But what's crazy is that's true. You'll see that the zombie apocalypse starts, and then, well, you'll see in the cards, but it starts, and then there's fighting and all that, just trying to stay alive. And then all of a sudden you can pay for the zombies. Apparently they took control finally, and now the zombies are nice, and you can have a zombie, you can pay for them, and they can be a servant for you. But I'll show you that here in a minute. But there is the card, the guidebook on that. So I'll put that over here. And then when you get the cards out, it's a velvet inside. And it's really beautiful, like really soft in there. And then you have the cards. I'm going to put this over here for now. Put this back on this ammunition box I've got here. And then we're going to look at the cards. The cards are very thick, and I think these are from Insight. Let me make for sure on that. I don't want to tell you something wrong. Yeah, it's Insight Publishing, I believe. And then, I'll just stick that there so you know. Scully is perfect for this one, huh? It's got the sword and everything in its head. So we're going to start here, but the cards are very thick. You can tell I've been using it a lot because of the wearing out. But like you can tell, like, very thick. Like, they don't really move. But they are very easy to shuffle too, and that's what I like about them. I'm one of those people that do like certain cards to be thick, and these are perfect. So we start off with the Fool, and with this one, it tells you the name, the number, if you can see it, And then it says Major Arcana. And then the other ones will say Minor Arcana. So you'll understand which one is, you know, it's good for beginners, I think. I think it'll be definitely good for beginners, for sure. But we've got this one here, and he is going to the cemetery, so you can tell he's the fool because he's going to be the first one bitten. And you can tell that there's a hand sticking out everywhere, I think. So, yeah, he's going to get bitten for sure. And then we have the Magician. And in this one, there's the leg and other things. But I don't see, this is the only one I don't see, like all the cups, the skull, the pinnacle, all of that you need. But, and then it's number 2. So, the High Priestess, I like this card because I love skulls. But to me, the High Priestess, maybe they're trying to show that everyone is turning wild or working on the learning to live outside, you know, like Mad Max kind of deal, because it looks like there's in the back is the plants all blowing up and stuff like that. But it just doesn't go with the rest of the deck, so this one's the only High Priestess card I really don't like, and I didn't know that was showing, so I'm going to flip that over. Here's the Empress, and you can tell in most of the cards that one will be normal and one has been bitten. But they've already got the vaccine to stop it and all of that. So you'll see half and half or both. So the mother, she's fine. She's the Empress, and she's number 3. And then you see the little girl, she's been bitten, so she's got a shackle right here to keep her okay. And then the Emperor, the Hierophant, and I remember these TVs back, oh my gosh, I remember having a TV like this, and it was the floor model one, but that just tells my age, so I'm just going to quit talking. But the Hierophant is someone who is educating or teaching, and so they're the one with the news of like how the outbreak is going, so that's why this would be the Hierophant in the deck, because they're learning all about the zombie apocalypse through the news. Then the Lovers, which is a beautiful card. He's got, I believe, something like perfume, and her arms ripped up, or her face, she's got his heart ripped out. I like that the flowers are all the way around the water. It's so beautiful. I love that. And I like that she's already turned. You can tell her by her color, but he's about to turn. And it's about love. The Chariot. I thought at first it was the ambulance, but no, it's a hearse. Back in the day, the ambulances kind of look like this. But Chariot is, and they've got like the guns on the back. Justice is number 8 instead of Strength, which back in the early times, Justice and the Strength card were switched around. And then they just switched it maybe I want to say 20 years ago or something like that. So it's kind of weird to see Justice as number 8 instead of Strength. But you can see like the brain and the heart over here kind of being like trying to be balanced. And it's not. The Hermit. You can see the woman has boarded up the zombies, and she's being happy reading a book and eating her bonbons by herself. Wheel of Fortune. I like this card. I think it's a really fun card, and really pretty colors too. I just like the time that it's in. It's kind of cool that it's like a 50s, 60s zombie apocalypse. Strength is number 11 in this one, and this is Strength, like having the high-powered, all of the weapons that you can get is why you need the Strength for this. The Hanged Man. Because if he drops, he's going to go into the pile of zombies. Then there's Death. I like this card a lot. It's like an anatomy card. I've been wanting that anatomy, antique anatomy deck, but I've been really wanting, there's a deck I've been really wanting, and I can't think of it. It's the Baroque Tarot deck or something like that. No, the Baroque Bohemian deck. I can't remember, but there's several that I want. Temperance, number 14. And that's the antidote to keep them sane, I guess, from attacking people. Do you remember the cigarette machines back in the day where you would put the money in or the change and then you'd pull the thing and you would pull this like lever and the cigarettes would pop out, and they had them everywhere. You didn't have to be of age to even get these, but obviously now they're illegal. The devil. The tower, and if you see up close, it shows like in one of the rooms they're trying to have like a party, and then like all of these zombies bust through and attack them. The star is the Zombie Slayer Medal of Honor, so it's kind of like one of those Medal of Honor stars. The moon. Zombie's down here, she's in the bed, and then there's a bird with a key above her, and it's not all as it seems, is what the moon usually means. So the sun, this is where everything changes, everything gets better. They finally get the people off the rooftop, and the sun comes out for everyone. Judgment, they get a torpedo and blow up all of the bad zombies, or everyone that's left of them. And then the world, it shows them blowing half the world up. So, and you can see in the, have you ever seen that movie Blast from the Past? Where it's like Brandon Fraser, and he's like, in the bomb shelter for 40 years, and then tries to go up to the top, because, yeah, that's what that reminds me of, the world. Alright, the Ace of Cups. I really like this card, and it talks about sadness, hunger, love, and that's what the Ace of Cups is all about. So read these for like beginners. This is perfect. Two of Cups, you can see that there's a normal person here because she's eating her normal food, and then the zombie over here is got brains, but they are happy together. The Two of Cups are, so they're working together. So her husband might have got bit, but she still loves him. Just like this card, the Three of Cups, they just got married, and he's normal, like not a zombie, and she is. So I think that's super sweet that they don't care what you look like or what you are. Just like the Four of Cups, he's laying back, all happy, and she's the wife that's dead. The Five of Cups is a grieving mother and child. And then at first I was seeing these right here, but then I was like, oh my gosh, there's one right here. Is that the one they're grieving? Like, it freaked me out. Six of Cups is the siblings. He's the only one that's a zombie. I think that's cute. Memories and happiness and childhood. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. You can tell she is super happy because she's got her ammunition, weapons, and she is at the beach, far from the city. So she is not in need of anything. And so is the Ten of Cups. They're on the beach having a great time. They probably don't even know what's going on, but then I see, someone's swimming towards them. So I wonder how that's going to go. But that is a cute card. I like that. Page of Cups. And that is like one of the cutest little zombie baked kids I've ever seen. As pale as a brain. But that was cute. Then Knight of Cups. Surfing. So you can see that they're all trying to, like, now they're all bitten. So now the beach is even, shows even the beaches now even got, everybody's getting chewed up and ate up. The King of Cups, and that's water. So this is the water signs for cups. It's emotions, things like that. So that's why there is showing a lot of water from the beach and stuff. Ace of Wands is the bone. It's got a little bit left on it. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. It looks like they're trying to look at that big bone. Where they get that, a dinosaur? They're trying to break through to get to the people at the party, I guess. Four of Wands is having a... Four of Wands is supposed to be happy, celebration, and family. So I guess everyone here is celebrating. And they're all happy they have a bone. So Five of Wands, they're fighting over his legs. So, and then Six of Wands is about victory, winning, getting control. And this is the undead are victorious. Military retreats and all recovery missions are abandoned. It's official. And then Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself because he's got his bone, but they want to take his bone from him. Eight of Wands, she's skating towards her, and she's just merely walking and trying to get away from her. Nine of Wands. I was sitting here thinking, could I make it through a zombie apocalypse? I really think I could. Ten of Wands. I grew up with, my dad hunts and all that, so I grew up with a hunter. And we used to go with him. Page of Wands. Look at that cute little baby. And look at that high chair. Look at everything is just so 40s, 50s. It's insane. The Knight of Wands is a cowboy, so I thought that was pretty cool. But he has no legs, so he's just kind of sitting up there on his... He's got the other hand to say hi. The Queen of Wands is a zombie, but she's still, I guess, either trying to take away from everybody or still trying to help. I'm not really for sure. The King of Wands, and he's drilling holes in the bones. Maybe he's making a pretty little cabinet with it. I don't know. Ace of Swords. And this says on it for the zombie hunter. So then there's like a zombie hunting knife that is specifically, like, they make that brand. Then Two of Swords. Three of Swords. And look, there's a fork, knife, and the, what do you call that too? The fork for like grilling. Can't remember what that's called. Three. There's dived in it. Four of Swords. This is like a regular RWS where he's laying down, but he's thinking about everybody out there, and he's probably just can't get it off his mind. Like he wants to rest. Five of Swords is fighting, because they only have one gun. Six of Swords is the Six of Swords is still even in a boat, trying to get away from all of the zombies, but she is using a gun on every one of them, shooting them, so. Seven of Swords. She's just like kicking them all down the stairs, so she's doing pretty good. She's got some long legs. I've never seen legs like that long in a picture before. The Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is you're blindfolded, but you feel like you're trapped, but you really aren't. You can kind of get away, but you can't. So, this is that card. And like I said, it says Eight of Swords, and it has the 8 over here. And over here, you'll notice that it's the knives, so it's swords. And it'll say down here at the bottom. And it also says Minor Arcana. So these are really good for beginner readers. Nine of Swords is anxiety in the bed and stuff like that, trying to sleep. And then the Ten of Swords, he's literally getting murdered, like, by them. So it's like the Ten of Swords in the back, but more in the front. Page of Swords, and she's got Like I said, pages are usually young kids, like in their early teens or something like that. Knight of Swords is ready to get down with business. If I had that, I would so win the apocalypse. Like, I'd be running around in that. It reminds me kind of The Walking Dead, if anybody ever watches that show. That is one of my favorite shows in the world, and it reminds me of that. There's Queen of Swords, and it's like little granny or little grandma. And then there is a foot right beside of her. So, King of Swords. He's got all of the antlers and stuff up here, but then he's got someone's head, a foot, and a hand over here, so you can tell he's a hunter. Alright, and the hazards, remember, are the pinnacles. So the Ace of Hazards, you can tell already money, because they've got all of the jewelry on their hand. And then Two of Hazards, two of the pinnacles. And it'll say it here too, Two of Hazards, and then you'll see it, or Two of Pentacles, and then Minor Arcana. So, Three of Swords. And if you know, or Three of Pentacles, I'm sorry. And if you notice, this is where they're so rich, they're showing that the Pentacles are the higher class society that can, remember when I said that they can pay and buy the zombies for servants, or to do as they're told to do. So they've got him being the new dog and throwing the bone to him instead of the dog. So I thought that was crazy. And then here's Four of Swords, where he doesn't want to let anyone in. You know, like the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is not letting anyone, like, you won't share your money with them. You won't help them. You won't help anyone but yourself. And in this case, he's doing the same thing. He shut everyone out. And he's got all the supplies and everything that they need. And he's shut them all out because they're looking in like, where is he at? So I really like that card because it does really good. Explaining. And then the Five of Pentacles is just like the regular RWS almost. It's showing destruction, ruin, her digging in the garbage because there's no money, there's nothing around, depression, sad, poor pretty much. Six of Hazards, and he's got a, like, I guess a brain or a T-bone steak, a brain tied to a string, so he'll mow the grass, but he's a zombie, so he's about to mow the flowers, if you see it. But they bought them to be their servants. So, Seven of Hazards, they're studying their brain and how well they can do. Eight of Hazards, Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, you can tell they're in the grocery store shopping, but he has to stay outside, you can tell. So he has to be, or no, he has to be like in a cage, maybe. Or that's what he was doing. And then out here, look at everybody walking around with their slave zombie with the shackles or like a leash. You're going to see that. They're like walking around with them. And so that's what it's like on the inside of the store is what it's trying to show. That's crazy that. Ten of Hazards, and then Ten of Pentacles, and then it shows like lots of money, obviously, like you're at your game, you know, you're high up there on your game. You can see that they've got two servants, zombies, but you can tell that they have shackles on too, so they can't really go too far or run away. So I guess that's their saving grace. Just like this one is the Page of Hazards, is a little kid, like the newspaper boy. Sorry about my thing, it keeps moving. I think someone's dead over there. I didn't even notice that. But he's the paper boy, and there's the spiders on there, so you can tell they're not getting their mail. But they still gave him the route, I guess, and he's tied up to the shackles so that he don't hurt anyone else. Knight of Hazards, and it looks like he is tied up to the... So I guess if they have to go out into society, okay, I see spider webs. So anyone who's still alive, they're just going to put handcuffs on them and then have them go in as servants or something. See if they can be a servant. Hopeful. Queen of Pentacles, and she's got shackles on too, but I don't know where at. Oh, around her neck, okay, because she has no arms, so I didn't see it on her legs. And then the King of Hazards, which is in caution tape and chains. And that is it. These shuffle really good. I'll show you really quick how they shuffle. You can tell I've been shuffling a lot with them because they've got marks on them. But they're thick cards, but now I cannot do this one. I can't do this one with them. They're a little bit too thick for that, I think, but I can try. Yeah, a little bit you can, but you can't flip them up real good. But I mostly do this with my cards anyway, this way, because I don't want to ruin them, or any with like gold foiled edges. I don't want to ruin them, so I just do it this way. So I want to know what you all thought about the deck. Do you all think that it was a good deck for Halloween? Did you think it was funny? Did you think it was, like, I thought it was more comedic than an actual, like, gory zombie thing, you know, like, what you really see, or, like, I guess I'm comparing it to The Walking Dead, so that's probably a little bit less, but I will be doing the Jane Austen next, and this one's an absolute gorgeous one. I'll give you a sneak peek at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is stunning. I love this deck. And the reason why I got this, because I wanted a romantic tarot, or like a nice, sweet, like I'm always getting gothic or getting like dark cards. And I wanted to start getting like lighter color cards, getting like an array of, you know, options. And it does have a book and stuff with it, but here's the front. I'll give you an example, like a little, look at that. You can even see the linen. It's like more of vinyl. They're a vinyl linen is what I think they are. And there's only one thing I do not like about them, and you'll have to figure it out when it's the backs. I hate backs that have writing on them. I cannot stand it. But these cards are very awesome. There should be more than 52, but I'll explain why that is. And it says, A Truth Universally Acknowledged, which is the Jane Austen Tarot deck. 53 cards for divination and gameplay, and it's by Jackie Oakley, who also has the actual Jane Austen, and I can't find it, and I want it so bad. I think it's like $40, and I can't get it. So thank you all so much for watching it, and I will see you next time. And let me know down below. Oh, God, sorry. Down below, please subscribe, like the video, and follow me also on TikTok if you'd like the same name. Thanks.